Hello, and welcome back to the great nation of revolutionary North Zebrica. We have been fighting many wars, and today it is time for another. But first, we have already decided on the fate of the Terra, and we will continue the occupation, and it will continue and intensify. But they have not chosen their fate. They may change. They may be made acceptable to society. On their best behavior, Silver Spike sat at her new dinner table, watching her foals agave dew and guava drop as they ate. They didn't know, and she wasn't sure how to tell them. Her husband Night Eye had been captured after months of fighting in the hills against the communist occupiers, and had been put in an enhanced re-education camp. He would be reunited with Silver Spike and their foals in their minimum security facility in 18 months, conditional on his and their good behavior. Guava Drop bowed his head and mouthed a thank you to Nightmare Moon for their food, just like Silver Spike had raised him to. "Stop that," she whispered, "if they see you." "But you said," her youngest foal said, "you said as long as we didn't say anything they wouldn't. They've gotten better at spotting things. We can't ever break the rules. Do you understand?" "Will they punish us?" his older fools asked. "Yes, Guava. I can take it," Guava Drop declared. "Let them punish us." "Hush. It's not just us anymore. They got Dad. He's alright right now, but he'll only be able to see him again if we're on our best behavior. You want to see Dad again, right?" Her foals nodded. Silver Spike silently cursed himself for becoming an instrument of the communist ploys to wipe out her fate, and she hoped Nightmare Moon would forgive her. But what else could she do? She swore her foals that one day they would see Night Eve again, and she had to make that good on that promise. One day we'll be together again. The fate of the High Command. 3 of the 6 ponies who ran this monstrous system have been captured, with only fate awaiting death. The one question remaining is how the execution is to be carried out. The guillotine and the firing squad are classics, but there are other options available should we wish for something more unorthodox. 3 changing okay, well, there goes the free changeling hives. One thing I noticed in between is, man, the Crystal Empire actually has quite a big army. Like, nowhere close to, like, the Lunar Empire. But if they can get some good defensive positions, they could potentially hold out for quite a while. Like, they really, really could. Alright. The naval invasion is preparing. There's an inferior enemy. Our boats are ready. Our planes, I should probably build some sort of, like, airport over there. But if I do that, I'll have to stop building nukes. And, I mean, I can't do that. That should just be wrong. I can't stop building nukes. Sheesh, who do you think I am? Not a nuke person? I'm the architect of nuke diplomacy. Well, he just said you had a lot of troops and you could probably hold out if you got good defense positions. And then you instantly lose. Good job. Okay. Now, the dark side of the moon. The fate of the High Command. Posita took in the new experimental reactor, savoring the feeling. What she is about to do would finally bring justice to the victim of Terra. Even those Lord and Lady Commanders who had escaped her grasp would get to experience true fear. You'll appreciate this, I think, Lightning Charm. You're gonna see what discipline can offer. And Lunar Hail, I have heard you're a faithful pony. Surely you will be grateful for this ultimate test of faith. You held the line well, Stone Palisade. Today you'll get to see if your own resolve is as strong. The situation is simple, fillies and gentle colts. Any of you who renounces your beliefs and goes on record saying that nightmarism is an evil ideology, that all participants are to stand down and immediately and surrender, you will be given kindness of a bullet. Yeah, they're not gonna take that deal, even if they got to live. Anyone who doesn't will be exposed to several thousand roentgens, with effects we've yet to fully determine. But trust will be most unpleasant. So who wants to save their own skin by betraying everything they ever stood for? No one answered. They all glared at her with pure hatred. Finally, Lunar Hail spoke. Bleed to death, faithless abomination! Oh, that reminds me. We don't know the precise effects, but they should be very interesting. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to contemplate them yourselves. The doors slammed open and a breathless Skystar rushed in, her eyes bloodshot and watery. Don't do it, Pasta. They might be evil. They might be monsters. They might even deserve it. But lowering herself to their level would make you a monster too. The Supreme Workers' Council has voted to leave their fate to me, Skystar, Pasta replied coolly. And they're gonna get what they deserve. Skystar dropped to the floor. Look at them, Pasta. They're helpless. Prisoners. What you're about to do to them is the kind of thing they do, not us. Remember how you spared my family? How you didn't have the capitalist shot? Please, I'm begging you. Don't corrupt yourself with torture. Do you want to have that stain on your soul for the rest of your life? You feel strongly about this, Pasta inquired. More so than anything, since Hardline tried to kill my mother. Please, just shoot them. Pasta frowned. As it was in her claws, she could choose to only have them shot, showing mercies to monsters who didn't deserve it. Or she could go ahead with her plan and risk losing Skystar as a friend. What would she do? I'm sorry, Skystar. Their victims must have justice. No. It seems my conscience has saved you, monsters. A bullet it is. Yeah, let's just do the bullet. Lucky them, but yeah. And then the nightmares discovered horrifying things in their pursuit of victory at any cost. While we cannot abide such cruel experimentation, we can certainly benefit from their findings and utilize these discoveries against other reactionaries. But it might be better to let these secrets lie buried with their researches. In the end, Pasta has the final say. One of many pet projects of the Exotic Weaponry Commission, Project Salvo, was finally shelved today after half a year of research failed to produce a next-generation conventional assault rifle. Prototypes included a triple-barreled rifle, fletchette guns, caseless ammunition, and all manner of other methods to increase rate of fire, all with the goal of creating a rifle that could fire off a burst of 3 to 5 rounds before the recoil from the first shot was felt. This comes as a great disappointment to Terrafin, who had hoped that by equipping every single soldier with advanced weaponry, Hippogriffia could inspire its recruits and strike fear into the hearts of reactionaries worldwide. I don't care how much it costs. Restart the programmers. Fletchers are the future. Oh, I could go ahead and do another project. Heavy tanks are obviously the future of armored warfare, but current heavies simply aren't powerful enough and run into problems with their transmissions and engines. A true super heavy tank, not merely an upscaled heavy, but a tank designed to kill them, will provide a powerful frontline advantage over heavy tanks and comfortable superiority against anything lighter. To be properly useful, of course, it will have to be amphibious as well. Yeah, let's start working on that. That's like the main thing I use is tanks. I mean, Look at this tank production. Alright. Let's go for it. Come on. Okay. As long as I can take that one, I'll be fine. What's up? Oh yeah, I completed nukes. Which one? If there are no nuclear bombs, will be. Oh, I need There we go. Now I'm building them. The third vision. Please. Oh, please. Mercy. Posita regarded the captive-bound Storm King with disgust. You ravaged a continent. You broke countless lives and slaughtered countless more. And now you have the audacity to beg for mercy from one of your victims? I'm not begging for myself, he answered. I'm begging for my people. You wouldn't punish my family for my deeds, would you? No, Posita admitted, spitting the words like victims. Then why would you punish my people for it? Your people? She asked uneasily, confusing slipping into her voice. She looked down at the paper on her desk. It was an order to destroy the Eye of the Storm with nuclear weapons, and then send in radiation-protected troops to exterminate any survivors. Posita woke up, drenched in sweat. That's a little messed up, I'd say. You guys, I actually kind of want to just sit where you are for now. Except you need to go down there. That way you can block everyone. That you guys are going to be the bottom path, but I want troops over here first. Okay, I'm bringing in too many troops probably, but oh well, I'll deal with this after. The most nauseating crimes of Chiroptera committed were done by medical science divisions, the LMRD. Now that this data is in our claws, we have to decide what to do with it. While the methods were monstrous, they advanced medical science years ahead of us, and a group of former harmonists have persuasively argued that it would be a crime against their victims to burn the information they gathered on polio, malaria, and a dozen other diseases which could save so many lives. More controversial are the military applications of their research. While their combat drugs were undeniably effective, many of them were temperamental, and we only have a vague understanding of how they work, since so many of their records were destroyed. Adopting these would mean turning our own soldiers into the lab rats of Chiroptera's worst, even from beyond the grave. Still, Terrafin and many others in our own military science division have urged us to put aside these qualms and use these military applications, as doing so would make our troops more effective and almost certainly save lives. Finally, an even more controversial option has been proposed. Chiropteran scientists advanced medical science immensely, and with the destruction of so many records, much of their data only exists in their heads. I don't like the sound of this. Certain technocratic elements have suggested that by offering amnesty to a mere half-dozen of Chiroptera's monsters, we could advance our own medical research drastically. They would be kept on a tight leash, and obviously we would not let them use their old methods, but there is some appeal to putting these evil minds to work building a better world. Terrafin, as well as numerous others, have objected to this idea, stating that they do not wish to work with such creatures, and that offering them amnesty would sully their entire department. So we could reuse anything we can apply to civilians, we or destroy the rest. Even the military application could be useful. We need to offer amnesty to cheer up Terran scientists. So, computing technology, getting field hospitals, and LMRD science partisans, healed hospital technology, and research speed. That would be nice. Tempting, very tempting, but I'm gonna just reuse anything we can apply to the civilian sphere and destroy the rest. It's the right thing to do. And then we go over to, this. The deaths of Chiroptera. Chiroptera is gone, the nightmares have subjugated, and the revolution have triumphed over the evil regime known to creature kind. It is time to celebrate. 1,000 years of planning were defeated by the strength of the workers. Yes, we have done it. Because our people are stronger! Why are you trying? Oh my goodness, I didn't realize you had a little... Okay, I want you guys to mostly go there, and like one of you can stay there to guard. The rest of you continue this path and push. Thank you. Okay, never mind. All 4 of you guys stay because, yeah. Apparently, all 4 of you are necessary to hold that. Push, push, push. Ugh, these guys are like the hardest guys yet. That makes no sense, but it's true. Have any... If I can steal like an airport, that would be very useful. I'm tempted to go up to service. Submarine upgrading is good. Wait, what? Please tell me if I'm not making enough. I need to keep up my production. Oh my goodness, it'll be ready in 31 days. What? Okay. Geesh. Apparently, I can only push on this path, and I'm pushing really well on this path. And I think I can push over here. Why can't I push everywhere except for the... there? Okay, whatever. Okay, good. Right. Alright, my 1014 tank is getting close to being done. Ooh. Yes, I will. Oh, I don't think I ever read this. More reactors require more crystals, and we cannot rely on imports in a world filled with enemies. The crystal mines of Mount Ares must be expanded. We must begin efforts to create a synthetic crystals. Our nation needs crystals for more than rubber anyways. So, yeah, I've completed a nuclear bomb, so that's good. Modify my nuclear reactors to give me other resources sounds awesome. After nuclear refining is done, we have massive surpluses of depleted uranium left behind. Of little strategic value, such residue may provide valuable at a technical level. Depleted uranium is of the compatibility hardness to tungsten or chromium, and will make for excellent armor as well as munitions. So we're just... So we're just going to use that instead of the material? Okay, cool. Okay, now, instead, I want you guys to actually be the ones to hold up here. And I want you, big group, minus these guys, to begin a big push forward. Please! Alright, let's take a moment break and upgrade my tanky. Can't do that, yeah. There we go. Okay then. Whatever. Oh wait, I'm guessing I need soup. Maybe I'll find out about that later. But Okay. Now, what I also want to do is actually not do that one then, because... There we go. And now I can grab you up and change you out for advanced heavy tank. That's a major upgrade all of a sudden for you. Actually, I think I'm gonna support you with my trading just because I know you're fighting them. Actually, they're both fighting them, so they could potentially end up being an ally. No, not gonna support them then. The only reason I was thinking of supporting them is because, well, they might go to war with them, but if they're working with them right now, I can't do it. I can't even think about maybe doing that because of that. Alright, you push that way, you push there. Okay, good. Where are my troops up there? Okay. Well, why are you doing that? Alright, and I'll go ahead and do this. New state and worker-run cooperatives must be founded, in particular in the aviation field. Consolidates will focus on long-range aircraft, while Bill Breeze will develop the most agile planes imaginable. Yeah, I thought so. I've lost way too many troops in this. It should not be that hard of a war, but I'm making it way more difficult than I need it to be. But, oh well. As long as I win, that's what matters, right? No, it's mostly just all this attrition that's killing me. Wow, really? They went to war with them way before and got nothing. Wow, that's what you get for working with an evil empire. Project Shatter. Project Shatter is run into a slight problem. Super heavy tanks create tremendous ground pressure, and in amphibious operations, we rarely have the stable ground necessary for them not to sink into it. With an added weight and from snorkels, fully sealed armor, and an amphibious engine, anything short of the solid basalt of the ocean floor will be unable to support it, making it rather useless for an amphibious assault. Terrafin suggests that we take the extensive data from the project and apply it to more traditional super heavy tank, as without all the extra weight and complexity, he could design a good tank, but with some within the project insist that the concept is possible. Particularly, they point out the double tread idea, which performed well in models, but has not been rigorously tested, would take extensive redesigning. So I can get waterproof super heavy tanks, or reduce ahead of time penalty for a whole bunch of stuff. Well, I want water. I want whatever that is. I don't even know what that is, but oh, well, that's not even going on the right path. I'm whoop, whoop, zoop, 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 zoop. I'm going to start heading over to super heavy next. I'm going to stay with just heavy tanks for now. Airplanes in the night sky are a powerful asset for the Revolutionary Air Force, but they're not enough. Rotary aircraft have the potential to totally change the nature of air-land battle. We must jumpstart the helicopter age and gain supremacy over the supremacists of the world. Heh. Funny joke. Alright. Alright, now we can go back up here. The Committee of Global Liberation. To have a revolution in one nation and not export it is the height of folly. We cannot abide injustice anywhere, and therefore we must begin preparing to bring our revolution to all people of the world. As a first step, we will establish a trained volunteer corps capable of fighting in any conflict at any time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, well, it's my friends versus theirs. What a perfect representative of our struggle. Okay, they're basically dead. I'm just building nukes. Is that my life now? Nukes. Alright, preparing for war. You know what? Yeah. Why not? If the Imperialists should ever storm our home, the atrocities they will commit will be beyond imaginable. We suffered the Storm King once. Never again. Oh. Okay, well there goes them. I'm surprised the penguins have just lived. I don't know how they've just been allowed to chill out and survive. I'm hoping that after I take this, that counts as all of northern Zebrica, right? I'm hoping. Alright. Hey, I warned you on episode 1, I am not the best at this game. I am most definitely not. I was open about that fact. Go, my pretties. Fly, my pretties. Which is not actually how the quote goes, but meh. Right. Experimental weaponry development. The wars of the future will be fought with chemical, atomic, magical, and biological cam weaponry. We must. Okay. Also, good job. You're still at war with me. So let me go get some guys over here to prepare a naval invasion on you. And grab my ships. Where are you, ships? You can stop doing these and instead do these. And I guess you'll head over to... yeah, there. Alright. You heading on over? Good. We must begin training our troops in how best to counter such horrible weapons, and how to fight with the battlefield itself wants them dead. This will naturally require properly understanding such weapons themselves, and Comrade Terrafin is eager to help. Alright. Soon enough. It won't even matter. Alright. Who was the one that was good with, remember one of you. Yeah, you're good with that. So I'm just gonna give you that one. And, I'm gonna give you that one. But I'm also gonna grab up all of you guys except for 2. Grab you up. And give you to this guy. And next, yeah, tank spam. Good news about all this chaos is eventually I won't have to worry about it because I'm gonna have tanks. I am gonna up my trucks to... Wait. Trucks are important too. I probably could go up to mechanical, like, ones at some point, but you know, well, maybe some point. All right. I need to finish them up, then we can, okay, we can go for permanent revolution. Alright. The permanent revolution. The revolution must continue until there is nothing but communism worldwide. We stand ready to assist our comrades anywhere, anytime, with whatever they may need. We will do this invasion, and then we end it. So at this point, there's only one other nation with an actual... No, they won. So I'm the only nation with a focus tree left on this continent, except, I guess, technically Wingbardy, since they're on this continent. But besides them, I am the only nation left over here with an actual focus tree. So that should make things a bit easier. Also, I love the Kingdom of Yakistan. Just still living. Don't know why they haven't tried to kill him off yet or anything like that, but hey, whatever. If you don't want to, that's fine by me. Go. Alright. They actually have an okay army, actually. Project Shooting Star. Despite a rough start, primitive rotorcraft has been proven possible. Basic military applications are already being proposed, primarily for our logistics and hospital services. One of the General Secretary's most hoped for outcomes, however, failed to materialize. We had intended to create an air assault teams. Helicopters dropped paratroopers who would sweep over a front line and land behind an attack from the rear. This is impossible with current technologies and will likely be out of reach for some 20 years. The rotorcrafts are too slow, too clumsy, too small, and too vulnerable for frontline operations, and even support duties are likely to be primarily non-combat for years to come. The theorized attack helicopter, while a very promising idea, is still quite far off. Though not as distant as air assault teams. Therefore, with a heavy heart, we've decided to relegate all helicopters to service to support duties for now. I could really use a wish right now. Experimental helicopter. A wish right now. A wish right now. Not yet. the weapon of the future. After a dozen failed prototypes, Project Salvo has finally borne fruit. The rifle of the revolution will no longer fire lead or steel slugs, but fine sub-silver darts made of pure tungsten. The new rifle can achieve incredible rates of fire, pierce enchanted Griffonian armor, and in large calibers even punch through like tank armor. Conrad Posito was thrilled to learn that it also had a far greater range underwater than any conventional or magical rifle, and has ordered to roll out the newly named caramel patterned flechette rifles to all branches of our infantry. The cost of the ammunition being made of tungsten, and soon perhaps even depleted uranium, would be prohibitive, but have we not already abolished money? All right, well then, okay, we have gotten new stuff. Interesting, very, very interesting. Well, a new capital. A surprising measure was put forth to the Supreme Work. You know, we will see how stuff like this goes next time. We will decide on our new capital next time. And we will decide on the world's fate and how it will look upon us. And what we will get to do next time. And if you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell button. And as always, peace.